Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into an invisible war being fought all around us in cyberspace. It's a battle where the weapons aren't bullets and bombs, but algorithms. We're talking about the AI arms race in cybersecurity.
All right, let's just jump straight in with one number that says it all, 91%. That's how many security experts are bracing for a major spike in AI-powered attacks. And we're not talking about some distant future. We're talking about right now. It's on our doorstep.
And here's the kicker. This isn't a one-sided thing. It's a whole new battlefield where artificial intelligence is literally fighting on both sides. AI is the shield, but it's also the sword.
Okay, so let's start with the good guys, right? How exactly are we using AI as this superpowered digital shield to protect our networks and all of our data? What this really boils down to is teaching machines to think like the world's best security analysts. But here's the key difference. They operate at a speed and scale that, well, it's just beyond human. Imagine sifting through a mountain of data in the blink of an eye. That's what we're talking about.
So how does it actually work? Well, you can think of it in 3 key steps. First, it's just constantly watching, analyzing this enormous fire hose of data, every login, every file moved. Then the magic happens. It starts to spot these tiny, almost invisible patterns that scream, hey, something's wrong here. And finally, step 3, it just jumps into action automatically to shut the whole thing down, often before a human analyst has even had their morning coffee.
And this has some seriously powerful uses in the real world. It's helping out security operations centers, what we call SOCs, to manage threats, is being used for identity management, making sure only you can access your stuff, and you've probably seen it in action when your bank flags a weird credit card charge in real time. The whole point is to get ahead of the problem, right? To be proactive, not just reactive. And look, this isn't just some sci-fi concept. There are companies out there like Darktrace doing this right now. They're building what's basically a digital immune system for networks. It learns what's normal, and the second it sees something that doesn't fit, it just neutralizes it. Pretty incredible.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, here's the flip side. For every amazing new shield we build, someone out there is using the exact same technology to forge an even sharper sword. That's right, the attackers are weaponizing AI too.
This quote, it's a bit chilling, isn't it? What's so wild is how it gets to the heart of the new problem. The very things we've always relied on to build trust, like recognizing a person's voice, well, AI is starting to pull that rug out from under us. I mean, check this out. This actually happened. Back in 2020, a manager gets a call. On the other end of the line, someone who sounds exactly like their CEO, asking for an urgent money transfer. The voice was so good, so convincing, that they did it. They transferred $243,000. It was only later, of course, that they found out that voice wasn't real. It was a deepfake, totally cooked up by an AI. That is the scary power of offensive AI. This slide really nails the evolution, doesn't it? On one side, you have the old-school phishing emails we've all laughed at, the ones with terrible spelling. But on the other side, that's the new stuff. AI-powered phishing is a whole different animal. It can look at your LinkedIn profile, your social media, and craft a perfectly tailored, convincing message just for you. It's incredibly hard to spot.
And it's not just about tricking you with emails. Oh no. Attackers are using AI to create what's called polymorphic malware. It's basically malware that's constantly changing its disguise to hide from antivirus software. They're using AI to crack passwords way faster and to smartly sniff around huge networks, just looking for that one unlocked door.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's simple, really. We are in a full-blown technological arms race. For every single move the defenders make with AI, the attackers have a countermove. You have AI learning to spot threats, and you have another AI learning how to sneak right past it. It's this constant escalating spiral. And all of this new kind of warfare that's fought with code, it's moving way, way faster than our laws can keep up. And that's creating this really dangerous ethical and legal minefield.
Which leads to this huge question that everyone from lawyers to philosophers is wrestling with. So what happens when a defensive AI makes a mistake and shuts down, say, a hospital's entire network, or an attack AI causes way more damage than intended? Who's to blame? Is it the person who wrote the code? The person who used it? Is it the AI itself?
You see, the real problem is that our laws, our entire legal framework, it was all built for a world of human actions and human intentions. It just wasn't designed for a world where a piece of software can make an autonomous decision with massive real-world consequences. There's this huge gap. And that gap creates all sorts of problems. We've got the accountability issue for one, then there's data privacy. I mean, these AIs have to chew through tons of our personal data to work. What about bias? If the data is flawed, the AI could end up discriminating against certain people. And maybe the trickiest of all, how do you even know who launched an attack when an AI can cover its tracks so perfectly?
So, where does all this leave us? This constant back and forth, this cycle of offense and defense? Is this an arms race that anyone can actually win?
This chart says it all, really. Look at that first bar. Almost everyone, 96% of security pros, gets it. They know how important it is to spot these AI attacks. But then look at the second bar. Only about a quarter of them feel like they're actually ready to handle it. That gap, that huge canyon between knowing the threat is real and being ready for it, that's a critical vulnerability for all of us.
And so what we get is this endless loop, right? The defenders build a better shield, so the attackers forge a smarter sword. And that smarter sword forces the defenders to build an even better shield. Each side is just pushing the other to get more advanced, and there's really no end in sight.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. As these machines get faster and smarter than we can even comprehend, fighting this invisible war, what is our role in all of this? In a battle that's being fought by algorithms at the speed of light, where do we, the humans, fit in? What's the ultimate place for our judgment, our ethics, and our oversight?